an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Atlanta Hawks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he was never a big leaper or a dunker. Truth be told, he said, I wasn't even considered a top guard in my recruiting class, but I worked relentlessly and played with a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to be considered among the great players. I wanted to belong. Kevin, he certainly belongs with the Hawks right now.
Thanks, D.A. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And I think for the Hawks, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides and maintaining their momentum.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Over to the wing. Collins wide open. He fires. They grab their own miss. Young with no one around. It's good from long range. Young's got the first points up on the board here for Atlanta. Here's Fox from deep. Rebounded by Capella. Gallinari against Barnes. And it's Gallinari missing. It's stolen by Capella. And here's Young from the arc. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2.
A bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Fox passes to Heel. Lets the 3 fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Wow, Heel has a beautiful release on his shot right there. Just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now, here is Gallinari. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Young finds Gallinari. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
And he lays it straight in.
The Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive rebound.
Young against Fox. Young passes to Gallinari. Back to Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Pass to Holmes. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Pass to Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. Young outside. Over Barnes. Passes to Herter. Gallinari inside the 3-point line. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age. Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. Sixth pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Now here's Barnes.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
On its way from Young for two, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by two. Here's Herder. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Young finds Capella. Here's the three. Young's shot is off. Sacramento leading by 4. Inside. Fox, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw tonight. Remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of it had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue is. And Bones, with that Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella is going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
First one falls for him.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Sacramento making a switch here. Lights checked in. And so he hits both. Here's Fox. 20 points for him last game against Boston. And the pass to Barnes. Now here's Bagley. Outside, Fox. Sinks the triple.
Fox making a very quick decision on that play. Don't keep the ball moving. The jumper's there. He took it.
Young passes to Capella. Gallinari surveying the D.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And that one's good. Right.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Young. Bagley with the block.
Don't want to go inside with the height and reach of Marvin Bagley around.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Shots good from Young.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here is Fox. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Runner in the lane, and it's denied by Fox.
Well, Fox does a good job as the point guard getting involved in that play, and he's going to come up with the block.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
That's good from Barnes.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his third year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Rashad Holmes, and Halliburton subbed in for Fox. Barnes hits them both. The Hawks trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Throws it up high. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Just doing the job on the back.
Oh, that was something else.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Whiteside's checked in for Sacramento. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and in the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Let's not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Three-pointer. The shot comes out. The Hawks trail by 14 to end the run, and it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Pass to Harkless. A three. Rebounded by the Hawks. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
It never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Right side. Bagley the pass to Harkless. Here is Whiteside. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Kings lead by 16.
Yeah, there's not a rebound that Whiteside cannot get to when he's floating around the charge circle, reaches up, snatches that one down.
Hunter kicks to Williams. And here's Bogdanovic for three. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here is Halliburton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Harkless. And here's Halliburton. Passes it to Bagley. Over Reddish. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for Atlanta. It's a 16-point game. Here's Williams. They can't stop the run with that one. And for Sacramento, their shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. The Kings come into this one following a loss to Boston. And stolen by Whiteside. Bagley inside the line. Bagley with another miss. Here's Bogdanovic. Here's Hunter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's guarded by Williams. And here's Halliburton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 4-on-3 break. Nobody near Williams. Offline with his three. Sacramento leading by 14. Down low, hangs in the air, and Wright with the basket on the assist by Harkless. Wright's got 6.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Okongwu. Here's Williams. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he gets it to go.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
And Bogdanovic picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Davis is checked in for the Kings. And a change for the Hawks. Snell's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's Harkless. 5 points in the game. Outside, Davis. Offensive rebound.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
The Hawks trail by 19. The pass to Williams. Now, here's Okongwu. Back to Williams. Hawks passing it around. Reddish with the ball. Right's there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Atlanta, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Right with it. He's got 9. A floater. Here's Harkless. And he's good on the 3 ball. Harkless has got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's Sacramento opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. On the court right now for the Hawks, it's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spot. The Williams out there with Tony Snell. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender. And eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
Free throw drops for Hield.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, "I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up." Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. Atlanta making some changes. So here's Gallinari. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Fox. Healed outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Pass to Young. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Herter's got 6.
Well, Herter's a guy who can get you back in a hurry. You make one, he'll come back and get a 3 himself.
Healed outside. And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Barnes in for Terrence Davis. Hawks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That'll put Trae Young on the line. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
That free throw good from Young. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number 1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Herter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You wonder with talent around him how much more Kevin Herter's offensive game can grow.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Kevin Herter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Kings leading now by 17. Fox passes to Hield. And Holmes now top of the key. Back to Harkless. And Harkless slams it in.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Young. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they look like the better team.
To the paint. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. Herder passes to Gallinari. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Gallinari's got 5.
So fun to watch Gallinari play, especially when he's hitting shots. The long ball, just a total bomb right there, somehow finds the net.
Fox finds Heel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Break here. Here come the Hawks. Capella, the pass to Young. Yep, it counts. 12 points for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
You know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can train free throws like this group can. Gallinari is second. Fourth, John Collins.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Big men making free throws? Who knew? These players are as comfortable at the stripe as they are in any other aspect of the game.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Here's Gallinari. Keeps it alive. And Collins is right there. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside. Harkless. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Kings lead by 17.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Healed outside. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
On its way from Young for 2. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Heald. He's got 22. Off on the layup. The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Gallinari. Collins trying to break free. It's good, and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him. And here's Heald. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. There's the dish to Fox. That one drops for him.
Well, so critical for Fox to get the attention of the defense in this way. He's got to make them fear him.
Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Healed outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Sacramento making some changes. Marvin Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Halliburton subbed in for Maurice Harkless. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. Timeout called by the Kings.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Here's Halliburton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
The Hawks trail by 13. Pass to Young. Up top, Capella. Back to Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll. Outside,
Bagley. This is to Heald. Here's Halliburton. Another three for Sacramento.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Young dishes to Gallinari. Back to Young. Fires the three. Drains the three-pointer. Young's got 19 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the middle. Bagley in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovich. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Well, Bagley can really get up with that length. That's a nice throwdown.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Whiteside's checked in for the Kings. DeLon Wright comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And a switch here also for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Gallinari. That's good from Bagley.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Outside Bogdanovich. The pass to Young. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks. Right outside. Feeds it to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Size and touch is one thing, but you add that mobility that Bagley has. That's a great job in the pick and roll.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Over right. That shot off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Collins with some nice D. And here's the fast break. Here's Capella. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Davis is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. That's good from Capella.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Right against Bogdanovich. Pass to Davis. Here's Bagley. Knocked away. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Timeout called by the Kings.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy. He's quick. He's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Lou Williams is checked in for Young.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Lou Williams. How last month turned out for him, averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time. It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Now Hunter. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
Is passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Kings leading now by 6. Right, the pass to Davis. Whiteside with it. Capella covering. To the right side. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer Bagley. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Wright kicks to Whiteside. Outside for Bagley. Bogdanovich against Whiteside. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. The Hawks trail by 6. Floats one up. Bogdanovich, no luck. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
From the arc. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Snell, that's good. Snell's got his first points in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's guarded by Williams. Inside, here's Bagley. That's tipped.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
And that concludes the first half. The Kings on top, up by 7. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Buddy Hield. He ended up with 22 points and 2 assists. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times, they kept scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And Kenny, what'd you think about Atlanta?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 7. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Halliburton is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Holmes in at center. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
Herder never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
Here's Fox. Barnes outside. Now here's Holmes. Out to the right wing. And here's Halliburton. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Atlanta with the ball. Collins finds Young. Back to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Young.
bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game. Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And it's all evened up. 30 points for Trae Young.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Fox dishes to Barnes. From deep. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Collins.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
Now, here's Fox. 5 points in the game. Barnes passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Young looking around. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Good work there as it goes.
Barnes pretty much at ease from that spot on the floor.
The Hawks trailing. Young with the ball. 30 points in the game. Good work defensively by Fox. Bagley in the post. Capella's there.
That's a pretty sweet J from Bagley.
Atlanta's shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Pass to Young. Gallinari outside. Over Barnes. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Kings leading now by 4. And the rejection by Collins. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Fields checked in for the Kings. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Timeout called by the Kings.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Sacramento. Down to the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And checking out Sacramento, they're already looking to the offseason. And that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Fox. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Healed with it. He's picked up by Collins. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And stolen by Barnes. He feeds it to Fox. Rejected by Young.
How about that? Trae Young with a block shot.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? High post Bagley. Passes it to Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
That's got to feel good for the young player. Buddy Hield showing a full arsenal tonight offensively.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. He dishes it to Gallinari. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Okongwu, the pass to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
You can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Reddish. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Reddish kicks to Collins. Off target with the open look.
He loved to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Was unable to do so.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Barnes outside from deep three-point range. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 9th assist in the game now. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective. And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Collins. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Reddish. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Gallinari. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Shot by Collins, no good. Kings leading now by 6. Right side Bagley. Dish now to Fox. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Took him no time at all on that one. Hield's got 29.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Right side comes in for Bagley, and it's DeLon right in for Harrison Barnes. Wright finds Fox. Looking to get back on track here. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks trail by 6. Jacks up a 3. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Reddish. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, during his career, Lou Williams has been a decent threat from the three-point line, around 35%. Good at stretching out the court.
Now here's Hield. He has 29. Here's Whiteside. Here's Harkless. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Reddish with the ball, covered by Hield. And Collins gets double teamed. Out that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Lou Williams.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Fox with it. Williams picks him up. Hield outside. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. And how much fun right now is De'Aaron Fox having on the floor? All smiles.
Bogdanovich dishes to Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them. A three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument. And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Terrence Davis comes in for De'Aaron Fox.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
They get it back. Count it. Harkless has got 6 in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Hunter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot, and Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
The free throw drops for Hunter. He's perfect from the line this time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Ball's knocked loose. For the tie. And Williams with the layup. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Williams passes to Hunter. Goes back up. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket tonight.
Bogdanovich got himself in a great spot, just reading where that carom was coming off of the rim and collected it.
Williams against Wright. Healed from outside. Connects from three-point range. Heald's got 32 points in the game.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, Bogdanovich coming right back down and going right back at him.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Kings. Dishes it to Bagley. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Clint Capella.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Bagley.
Now think about this. Marvin Bagley is on a high school team, but you add to that the 2018 first overall pick in DeAndre Ayton. Can you imagine being 16 and stepping onto a gym floor with those 2 guys?
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harkless. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Herter's checked in.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Lob pass to Capella. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The lead is 2. Up top, Heel. He's covered by Bogdanovich. It's blocked.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
Williams gets the bucket. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Hawks lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Williams. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the 2-guard spot. The Kings trail by 4. Healed outside. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Capella trying to free himself up.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Now the pass to Halliburton. Healed outside. Lock at 6. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hield's got 35 in the game.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Herter, and he goes in for the dunk.
And this kid is showing signs of his potential right here as Kevin Herter early on fire.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's guarded by Williams. 3-pointer Hield. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Down low. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Capella. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Davis. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the Hawks. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds in the game. The rebound by Halliburton. Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Davis gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Atlanta calls timeout. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Davis. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Lou Williams. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Then we'll see how they respond.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Young passes to Herter. Now Hunter. There's the feed to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, the decision making a little bit better there. Hunter looking more comfortable on these pick and roll sets.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. The Hawks lead by 3. Herter passes to Gallinari. Back to Herter. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Holmes. Back to Barnes. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Young. Gallinari with it. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
If you're gonna foul Gallo, make sure you really foul Gallo. Big mistake by the defense there.
Fox, he's checked in for the Kings. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 9 points. Here's Bagley. And again, unable to change momentum here. Fast break, the Hawks. Pulls up for 3. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Collins. Collins has got his 6th assist on the night. Fox against Young. Here's Holmes. Shoots over Capella. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm. And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Step back shot. Here's Holmes. That shot is off. Collins with some nice D.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire, and these shots are helping out the offense.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Stolen by Collins. Passes it to Herter. Back to Collins. The jump hook. Again, the Hawks score.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
The Kings trail by 16. Right side, Fox. And it's in there.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
Atlanta's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Outside Collins. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
A floater. Fox, no good. Atlanta leading by 16. Here's Young. Here's Collins. Good D by Barnes. Sacramento's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Up top, Bagley. Capella covering. Now, here's Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Young passes to Capella. Kicks it to Young. There's the 3. And Gallinari, good for 3. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here is Fox. Healed outside. And it's off from three-point range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The Kings shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And Capella sends it back. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young way outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, count it.
Fox passes to Holmes. He dishes it to Heel. Here's Fox. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And that's a double-double for him now. 12 points and 11 assists. Capella with it. Out guarded by Fox. Young from outside. Kept alive by Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Here's the pass to Hield. Gallinari brings the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Atlanta has possession. The Hawks leading by 18. Young outside. Gallinari outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Gallinari's got 14 points now in the second half. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Outside, Bagley. Sacramento moving it around. Barnes can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The kick out to Young. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Young's got 38 points.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
Timeout called by the Kings. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
To the inside, Hield, and he makes good on the layup. Hield's got 40 points.
Pretty good concentration by Hield there, just focusing on the target.
Young outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Hield to the paint. Here's Bagley. No good on the shot. Collins with some nice D. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 42 in the game.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Fox kicks to Hield. Pass to Fox. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Trae Young.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Young against Fox. Outside, Bagley. Passes it to Hield. The high post shot. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.